Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to TìandTarot, or welcome back to TìandTarot if you've been here before. Today's reading is your May predictions. You just want to choose the pile you feel most intuitively drawn to, either based on the energy of the pile, the crystal or object on top, the cards maybe, or maybe the numbers, either the number of the pile or the numbers and time steps below. So we have pile 1, 2, and 3. Also, I'll include zodiac signs as well in the description box for you to choose your pile if you want to choose it based on your zodiac sign as well. So for pile 1 we have the squirrel and chestnut with preparation, and the crystal is amethyst. For pile 2 we have the snail and huckleberry with trust in the invisible, and for the crystal we have labradorite. And for pile 3 we have the rooster and sunflower with communication, and we have some raw black obsidian. Once you have picked your pile, there will be a timestamp in the description box below for you to find your reading more easily, and I will meet you there. Bye! Okay, hello pile 1, welcome to your reading. So you chose the squirrel and chestnut with preparation, and you chose the amethyst crystal as well. Any predictions for May? Okay, so you have purple fluorite with the numbers 77, the quote, "I am inspired," the keywords healing, energizing, cleansing, intuitive abilities, harmonizes spiritual energy, the crown and third eye chakra, and Capricorn and Pisces. We have the 9 of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Pentacles. And we have the 4 of Wands as well. Okay, so nothing too crazy or major is going to be happening for you in May. So nothing that's going to be too permanent, because these are minor arcana. So it usually implies either temporary things or things where it's like you're working on yourself internally. So those sorts of things. So there's definitely a new beginning for you in May. There is something that you're starting from scratch. Where you're going to be basically improving your abundance, especially in terms of material abundance, because it is the Pentacles as well. There could be an opportunity that comes up where maybe, your current position at work, there could be a promotion involved, or there could be an opportunity to get involved in a new project that will then sort of open new doors for you. Things like that. So definitely a change in your position potentially at work. Or let's say if you're unemployed at the moment, there might be an opportunity for employment. Because there's definitely a big energy of windfall with this card as well. Something good sort of coming your way that's unexpected, that can make a big impact and change your sort of plans and sort of improve your current home life situation as well, which I think is a slight essence of this card. The 9 of Pentacles is also a very, very positive card. I really like those ones. Any 9 cards I love. And 4s as well are amazing. So lots of positive things for you in May. No sort of negative things to watch out for. But I will say, because you've got the preparation and the Ace of Pentacles sort of beginning something new, you might want to prepare for these changes in some sort of way. That could be improving your skill set at work, getting involved in everything you sort of can. So for example, if your work offers training on I don't know, bid writing or something, and that's not your forte, it's not something you do, but it's free and it's there and you can come along if you want to. I think you're being urged in May to just go along, check it out, see how it goes. It's a free thing, it's an opportunity to see, and it might open doors for you, so not necessarily bid writing, but just anything kind of. But with the 9 of Pentacles, there's definitely a lot of material success on the way. So whatever this new beginning is will lead to a lot of prosperity, which is so amazing. And I think it's going to show you that you are somebody that can be relied upon, because I don't think you necessarily see yourself as someone who can provide for yourself or someone who can achieve great things. You might not, have the best esteem of yourself, but with this card it's reaffirming for you that you are that bitch. You are that strong, independent, self-reliant person. So you're going to be finding a lot of peace with that, feeling a lot more confident about yourself, who you are, feeling at peace with yourself because of that achievement, and it's going to be bringing you a lot of happiness as well. There's also a sense of collaboration as well with the 9 of Pentacles. and leading a really fulfilling, rich life. So it could be that in order to achieve this abundance, you work in collaboration with somebody else or others. But it could also be that you end up sharing some of that fulfilling, rich life, you know, that abundance with others as well. But something you're starting in May will lead to a lot of prosperity in the future as well. And with Pisces as well, because it's like 12th house, the final zodiac sign, you know, the mature one, the wise one, the one at the end of the cycle who has accomplished everything. Essentially, the way I see Pisces is like the world card in tarot. It's that final card of like celebrating, learning lessons from the journey and looking back on it and reminiscing over it and things like that. I think this will lead to like inevitable fulfillment as well, an inevitable celebration and feeling like you've conquered something and you've achieved something really amazing. It's like the squirrel would prepare for winter, you know, by burying all these nuts so that when it wakes up, you know, I don't know, in spring or summer or whatever, it will then be like, oh my god, I got all this food I could eat, you know. It's then prepared, you know, it's then stocked up. And I think that's you, like you're going to be preparing in some kind of way, hibernating, but then coming out stronger and better than ever. And again, like the Four of Wands also has big celebration energy. A lot of celebratory vibes, lots of achievements and milestones. So from when you start this thing, you'll be hitting milestone after milestone in your life, leading to like immense success. Potentially also, because this is like a wedding, potentially success in your love life as well for May. It could be that you're starting to see somebody or starting a new relationship, or there's something to do with it, or maybe you're hitting an anniversary with a partner, but there's definitely something to celebrate in your love life. It could even be celebrating your singlehood, finally made it another year, you know. So it could be that as well, but there's some sort of celebration to do with your love life as well. But it can also just be in general others, family, friends, community supporting you and celebrating you for something that you've accomplished this month, something that, you know, they appreciate about you. There is so much happiness in all these cards, like you're going to be feeling so good in May. Essentially as well, if you're asking a like yes or no question, like will this thing happen for me, will I get this, blah blah blah, you know, this card is like a yes, like a strong yes. So if there's anything you were curious about whether or not you would get it, you are getting the affirmative that you will. Okay, with that being said, that is a nice segue into asking any 3 yes or no questions that you might have for May. So go ahead and ask your first question now, and I will try my best to answer it with these cards now. Oh, okay. Let's fix those. That was such a big impact, but yes, without questioning. Let me put the card here. So whatever you've asked, essentially that's the affirmative that it will happen without questioning, or it's urging you not to even question it and act as if you will achieve that thing. So go ahead and ask your second question now. You have, yes. I love that. Okay, go ahead and ask your third question now. Weather permitting, yes. So long as the timing is right, everything is as it should be, everything's in order, you've done the necessary healing that you needed to do and cleansing, then yes, why not? So that was your May predictions, pile 1. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe, as it really helps the channel out. And if you were drawn to any other piles, feel free to check those out now. If not, I hope to see you here next week on Fridays for another reading on TìandTarot. Bye. Okay, hello pile 2, welcome to your reading. So you chose the snail and huckleberry with trust in the invisible, and you also chose the labradorite, which is a good stone for protection as well, so I like that one. Okay, so before I get into your tarot cards, I do just want to get your oracle crystal card. So ooh, pre-night, I like this. I am serene, healed, and radiate unconditional love. You have the number 5. Then you have dreams, forgiveness, spiritual knowing, angel and spiritual guidance, the heart chakra, and Libra and Virgo. I like this. This is a really lovely one. it is giving that trust in the invisible with the whole angel spiritual guidance, spiritual knowledge, dreams, you know, trusting in something you can't see and control. I like that. Lots of love energy as well. Okay, so let's get your tarot cards down. So you have the Two of Cups. What did I say? I said it was a loving card, bitch. I said I felt a lot of the love, a lot of the loving energy, and you got the Two of Cards. So yeah, lots of love. Oh, the Tower. I love that. Okay, I love the Tower card, to be honest. And the Five of Wands. Okay, I like this. This is really interesting, but I'm seeing a lot of emphasis on your love life or something you love. So it doesn't... So I'm going to focus on this a lot as if it's a relationship, but for those of you who like aren't interested in that or who this doesn't resonate with, it can also be about something you love as well, like an opportunity, a job, something that you want, like a lifestyle. There's just something you love very much that you want, and there's a lot of stakes in. But the way that I'm sort of seeing this is that you might be having in May like a bit of competition, a bit of a challenge when it comes to your love life. So it could be that there's somebody that you want or something that you want that you're interested in. The vibes are right, the vibes are good, the vibes are vibing, but there's competition. So it could be that you're not necessarily with this person, but you like them and that you can see that they've got a lot of options around them. It could be that you're in sort of the talking phase and you're aware that they've got good options. But either way, I'm seeing a lot of tumultuousness, I would say, in terms of like you're feeling the effects of that. Like you're very overwhelmed by the fact that they have so many options. There's so much competition. Like in this card, everyone kind of, this is the card sort of talking about competition, but everyone like it is looking the same. They're wearing the same shirt, they're wearing the same trousers, same hat, they've all got the same wand. There's a lot of competition there, but you know, this person has something they don't. This person has conquered this ball here, which no one else has done. So there is a level of uniqueness to you when it comes to this thing that you want, whether it's a person or an opportunity. There's a level of uniqueness to you that will essentially kind of determine you getting the thing that you want, or essentially the thing that is right for you and meant for you. So when we have trust in the invisible, I am serene, healed, and radiate unconditional love, you're essentially being urged to not become chaotic in your pursuit of this thing, not to become toxic, you know, accept that if it's right for you, it will come to you. Trust in that, trust in the invisible. You know, if this is something that's meant for you, your angels and spirit guides will help you to get it, which it says in this card, you know. And if it's not meant for you, be healed enough and be serene enough to accept that, and accept that what is meant for you will eventually make its way to you, because you're protected on this journey. You're not going to get things that aren't meant for you, and if they are meant for you, trust they'll come to you. So you don't have to feel that stress or that jealousy or that worry, because your kindness and your love radiates off of you and will ensure that you get that in return as well. You know, you get what you put out. If you're putting out toxicity, that's not great, but if you're putting out this loving, kind energy, that's what's going to come back to you. That's what's going to circle back. So for May, I'm getting that there is something that will come up for you that you really love, that you don't want to lose, as like an opportunity or a person or whatnot. And you're going to be facing a lot of challenges in terms of getting this thing, but try not to act too chaotic or toxic, or, you know, and make sure you're radiating that kind of unconditional love for the thing that you want. If you put the passion in, the effort in, the love in, there's no reason why it wouldn't make it to you, because you have the heart chakra here as well. Like, let's say this is like, I'm just going to use this as an example because it's the first thing that popped into my head, but let's say there's like a writing competition and you're so worried because everyone else is so talented, you are too, but you're just concerned that like they might have more skills than you or more experience or whatnot. So long as your heart's in it and you love this thing so much and you're willing to put so much effort into it, then there's no reason why you can't be a part of that competition, why you can't succeed in that competition, or potentially win the writing prize, you know, either third, second, first place. Like, if there's something you love and you put that love, that heart and soul into it, it will inevitably make its way to you in some kind of way in your life. But be healed enough to like let it go if, you know, it's something that's stressing you out. If it's something that is crowding your mind, overwhelming you, love yourself enough to not let it overtake you like that, you know, and not let you act how you wouldn't normally act, or act in a way that doesn't reflect unconditional love. Make sure you're acting with like your best self forward, you know? Okay, so that's kind of what I'm seeing for you, pole 2. You can now go ahead and ask any 2 yes or no any 3 yes or no questions pertaining to the month of May, and I will try my best to answer those for you now. I'm going to keep shuffling because some of you might not have asked your question yet, but if you did already ask your question, that was a yes. But go ahead and ask question 1 now, and I will try my best to answer that for you now. Ask me closer to the time. Okay, so maybe come back in June or July, or if there's a date on this thing that you already know, ask around that time. Go ahead and ask question 2 now, and I will try my best to answer it for you. Okay. Maybe consider asking it in a different way. Okay. I actually felt like it was this one. So you have maybe for that one. Okay. Go ahead and ask question 3. Weather permitting. I've shuffled these cards really well, but this has come up in like every reading that I've just filmed so far. But essentially this means yes, so long as the timing is right, you know, things are where they should be, everything is in order and aligned, then yeah, it will happen for you. But the timing kind of has to be right and the opportunity has to be right. So that was your reading, pole 3. I hope you enjoyed. Pole 1. 2? Pole 2. Okay, I keep saying 2 and 3 constantly, so I'll just tell you what 2s and 3s represent, because I feel like that's important to you, especially with the 2 of Cups. But with the 2 of Cups, that is about connecting with others. It is about partnerships. It's about collaboration. So that's you being harmonious with something, and you did have the word harmony somewhere. Maybe that was just me saying harmony all the time. But yeah, so that is coming in really strongly for you, is partnerships, relationships, connections, collaboration. And then with 3, there's also an element of collaboration as well as power, because the power of 3 is a really important thing in spirituality. So the power of 3 is like, so long as these things are aligned and harmonious, there is unstoppable power there. So there's a sense of you having a strong element of power, and that there is power in your love as well. So that was your reading, pole 2. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe to help the channel out. If you are drawn to any other piles, please feel free to check those out now. If not, I hope to see you here next week on Fridays for another reading on TìandTarot. Bye. Okay, hello pole 3, welcome to your reading. So you chose the rooster and sunflower with communication. I love sunflower because it's like such a happy, bubbly, positive energy. Very, very positive communication, bringing you a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, a lot of success. But also sunflowers are like actually really good for you. So like also it's like healthy communication, good communication, and things sort of satiating you and also being like an essential part of your life and impacting you positively as well for May. So let's get your tarot cards and then we'll get your crystal cards. So you have the 2 of Pentacles, you have the Lovers, and then you have the 6 of Wands. Nice. So let's get you a crystal card before we get into your May predictions. Golden Tiger's Eye. I love this. For some reason the labradorite popped in my head, so maybe check out pole 2. But I love how like even the colours match your sunflower rooster card. So you have Golden Tiger's Eye with the numbers 4 and 8. I am filled with warmth, light, and the vitality of the sun, protection, creativity, courage, balance, sacral and solar plexus, sacral and third eye, Leo and Capricorn. That is such lovely energy. I really, really like that for you guys. You're quite charismatic. I feel like in May you might be very outgoing, maybe spontaneous, maybe very extroverted, and this is coming across as really like alluring to other people. You know, you're coming across as very charismatic, very charming, someone who is very enjoyable to be around, someone who's nice to chat to. Lots of lovely positive energy around you. You have this really bright sunshiny energy because you've got the vitality of the sun, sunflower, all this light, warmth, happiness, so much loving, positive energy that you're sort of exuding for May that's really getting noticed by others. And I think others are going to enjoy being around you, and you're going to find that your interactions for the month of May have been really positive with others, and also that your socialization picks up, you know, like maybe more people are talking to you at work than usual, or maybe you're talking to more people on the street randomly, you know, or maybe you're hearing more from your friends, things like that. But I see your communication picking up a lot, and that's making you enjoy life a lot more, feeling a lot more happy, loving, positive. So I want to get straight into that Lovers card, because I feel like it could mean a few things. So it could mean that romance, because obviously it's an obvious romantic card, but romance could be on the cards for you in May for sure, which is interesting because I think pile 2 also had romance, and I felt pile 2 energy from this card for some reason. So if you were drawn, check that out later. But yeah, I do see that if relationships are something you're interested in, if you want to date, if that's something you have no problems with, then yeah, I definitely see you're entering into a good relationship. So one that is positive for you. I think as well that's why we're getting that good communication card and things like that, because this is a very good relationship, very good with communication. You're making choices together, you know, it's not like one person makes a choice and they try and like put that on the other person. It's very equal, very aligned. There's definitely like a powerful friendship underneath it as well. With this card, it's definitely a higher being love. Like, it's a very important love, potentially the love of your life. But it could be that that's happening for you in May, which is what I'm getting. But it could also be it's happening for you in one of these months as well. So April next year or August of this year, and maybe you're becoming the person you need to be in order to accept that love in, especially with that sun kind of encroaching in. It's like that's your positive energy that's like bringing people in towards you. With the 6 of Wands, there's such a big energy of like success, and optimism as well. So I definitely see things as working out for you in May. It doesn't have to just be about your love life, but I am seeing that. It can also just be in general, your popularity is like popping off, especially with the good communication, the positive vibes, you putting out this sunshine energy. You're giving leadership qualities, and that's sort of bringing a lot of success to you. I think you're going to get acknowledged for your, you know, what you bring to the table, your skills, what you have to offer, and you're going to be rewarded for that as well, or acknowledged and appreciated as well for what you're bringing, what you're doing. So when this card is sort of popping up, it's definitely sort of showing you that you're very accomplished, and you're going to be very accomplished this month, and you'll be seen by people around you as well. And I was getting that straight away with the Sun cards, because ironically the Sun cards are about that. It is about people sort of looking at you, noticing you, giving you that praise and that, you know, appreciation. You know, it's your time to shine. You know, all eyes are on you. For some reason, there's some sort of reason why the spotlight's on you this month. People are looking at you, people are talking about you in a really good way, in a really positive way, and you're getting the recognition that you've worked for and that you deserve. I do think you need to be a bit careful for May in terms of what you're prioritizing, what you're juggling. You know, don't try and take everything on board. It could be that loads of people want to meet up with you at the same time, and you're like, well, like, you can't meet up with everybody in the same night. So it's like you might want to space things out, make sure you take things one step at a time, you do one task at a time, take things day by day. So just try and find that kind of harmony and balance, because otherwise you might feel a little bit overwhelmed this month with all these changes, these really positive changes, but you know, anything can feel overwhelming. So, you know, if you feel unbalanced, then, you know, try and make sure that you put boundaries in place and be responsible with what it is that you're taking on board as well. We're now at that part of the reading where you can ask any 3 yes or no questions pertaining to the month of May, and I will try my best to answer those for you. So go ahead and ask question 1 now. No. Go ahead and ask question 2 now. No, I don't think it's those. I think it's this one. I think so. Go ahead and ask question 3 now. Okay. No. So, just a reminder, if there were any answers you were unhappy with in today's reading, just remember you can always pop back in next month, ask the same questions if you want to, or something different, and see what you get as well. But that was your reading, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed it. The month of May looks very positive for you. If you did enjoy it, please like, comment and subscribe. And if you were drawn to any other piles, feel free to check those out now. If not, I hope to see you here next week on Fridays for another reading on TìandTarot. Bye!